Okay, we're back. Issue with the ability seems to be fixed. Just, loading to save seems to save it. While I walked 10 feet over here, off screen, there was dialogue between Argenta and Abelard, saying Abelard is sad that the guy sacrificed himself, and the heir is dead, gave himself, and Argenta was like good that he sacrificed himself for humanity, type thing. Ravor, Master Helmsman, systems report. Oh, you got a picture. Ravor, by the Emperor, it is a seneschal, living and breathing. Wired man with sickly pale skin salutes you. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is so overgrown to foul wickedry. We'd be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long. We need to re-establish contact with Navigator Sanctum. It's our only chance of escaping from the warp. The words seem to knock officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator Sanctum. Ready to crew, prepare for translation to real space. Abelard pauses for a few seconds before turning to you. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for the House von Valencius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserves to take your place in a ritual that is about to commence. He directs your attention upward to the throne that sits at the apex of the tall staircase. What must I do? Take the Lord Captain's seat, order the final preparations, wait for the officers to report. Blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Master. These people are going to do the impossible. The least they deserve is solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk. Alright. Are we finally done with this? Done with the intro segment. This has been like, what, 6 hours? It's fine. No, it's been less than 6 hours, but still. Quite a bit. At least it's better than the Wrath of the Righteous intro dungeon. Theodora's. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath the thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. I just want to check for... Just checking if we're still recording, sorry. I was taking the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes revealed the identity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes engulfs an otherworldly fire, and the other is a vessel of ancient evil bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without even reaching your ears. And this voice broods with all the horrors of the warp. Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stitched between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle. I am saving my people. Do your worst, but you cannot stop me. Theodora lets out a long screech, a shrill, overwhelming sound that can only be interpreted as laughter. Lead them, mortal. Guide them. Persuade them. Force them to walk your path. You'll need followers, for destiny is preordained. Knights of the Old Republic, too? Sound like that Freya would say. Oh, it's turned into Conrad. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured and steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn arises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day, the day of my resurrection. Oh, Idra. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread will lead you out of the maw of inversibility, the thread that will help you keys of salvation, help you find the keys of salvation, the thread that will guide you in the weapon out of our return to me. Abelard, okay! Path is set, child of the dawn, the thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Well, Seneschal, the Navigator's Sanctum is silent, the Vox signal is stable, which means the Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed von Valencia's flagship. We will honor his memory along with all those who died today. Trevor does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare. Seneschal, will you tell us now, who is that? Just this guy that just showed up. Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer,
Oh, voiced.
it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
No. Fun.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members.
Subtitles haven't caught up. This is a cool artwork.
Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived, and through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
A rogue man in a rogue land. Well then, your lordship, this Abelard walking up to us. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join the bridge, this will all be their first briefing. Sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have been filled with the deputy, while the others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over to lead this cruise. How did we come to lose so many officers, like, in particular? Okay, they were deliberately targeted the vessel's command. They knew who they were looking for and where they could be found, given that their informant was the Master of Whispers. It's on the agenda. Reports on a condition, crew and ship. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from important affairs for such routine briefings, but yeah, it's a little bit more intensive in this case. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort. Even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. Sorry yawning. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge. They in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of Lord Captain. I like how you can just like refuse or attempt to refuse. Alright, bring the officers. Oh, tooltip. Have I? Did I just find a consumable? Okay. Dozen eyes, pairs of eyes bore into you. The expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain von Valancius has personally conducted today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. I like how we can just immediately start being... Alright, introduce those present. As you wish. Vigdis Suri Otta of the Tolman line, our new Vox Master. Okay. Tall, slender woman, I assume that person there. Yes. It's an honor to serve your lordship. Offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members, 100 officers. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth. Besides her is Ravor, Master Helmsman. He steers the ship along set course by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray from the asteroid field or a pirate trap. Yeah, I've already met him. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, High Factorum Janus Donrock, oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being. Oh, I like your look. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and back. It's an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with your matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. Second row, 3 officers charged with overseeing vital functions. The Master Ordnance, responsible for artillery, Infernus, who does the prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and the Drives Master, servant of the Omnisaya. Because I imagine our Adeptus Mechanicus over there. I didn't see any real animations go on. Frodo's Master does the salute of confidence, Master Ordnance betrays nervousness, and the Drive Master does a dance involving complex manipulation of his mechadendrites, such as little robot arms. Thank you. Greetings to you all. I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. Drive Master, how's the engine going? Ziritala. A voice distorted by Vox to retranslocator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, I don't know why I gave an accent there. The foes that set upon us in this noble void ship destroyed repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp injured and trusted my charge is unharmed, thank Omnisaya, but its spirit mourns instead, brethren. We are not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. So, yeah, so subsystems have been damaged, pretty messed up, and so the main engine is running very badly. Great Sora must report that the Engine Seer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals the fallen Magos to require a replacement as soon as possible. Yeah, I understand what you meant. Cool. Infernus Master, how's it going? Fiason Nalzi. Yes, Captain, I can report that all fires across all decks have been extinguished. That's good. I hope you did that before you came to the meeting. Preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties has been completed, and David Smith to the Seneschal and High Factorum. Post passed him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in line of duty. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. I like Abelard having a tiny bit of sense of humor there with the can take the heat thing. Why are you just standing exactly in the impact crater? Alright, Mr. High Factorum. We're toiling day and night to complete a full account of our losses. The involvement of your lordship will require next to no involvement. He'll personally ensure that all damaged components are given to Text Priest's hands for attention and all supplies are replaced. Resource, and that is people that he can't replenish. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and this number is not confined to the scum and lower decks, which are easy to replace, but also trained professionals. You'll be able to make up for our losses on the nearest planet, Rykard Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winter Scale Rogue Trader Dynasty, and we cannot simply begin recruiting on that planet without coming to understanding of the Governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at level are a matter of the Rogue Trader. Sorry. Especially true, Caligula's Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later than the kind of thick-skulled thugs usually installs their governors of his planets. Helmsman! Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut to the long story short, the outlook is bleak. Ship sound, but our Engineer Prime, Navigator are dead. We need them to get out of the system. If you try to set inside the warp, we'll just not work out. If you allow me to interject, when we arrived at the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobilite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence. Even its presence in here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing of the God Emperor. Ancient organization of noble mutant families whose genes allowed them to safely guide warp-capable void ships through the materium. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'd be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our heads are swimming, as long as the Prometheum and supplies last. And if any thick-ass grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll take them out, so don't worry about that. Massive ordnance. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. Just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, Lord Captain. Master ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Ooh. Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It's as if a dam has burst inside his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins, every second officer dead, and we haven't got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us void knows where. Silence! Enforcers, seize the mutineer. Consumables! Oh, fuck! Are you kidding me? Can I, like, see previous? Okay, well, weird. Protocol. Is that odd? I don't know if I clicked something or not. Because I don't know if protocol... Yeah, okay. Only one officer out of the whole lot is following the police, and that's not bad at all. Your Lordship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What do you have us do to Master Ordnance? The former Master Ordnance, I should say. Besides finding a replacement, that is, we already have one lined up. We're not going to execute him. That seems a bit. I feel like it's a little bit too nice for our character, so I think we're going to leave this to Abelard as it kind of should, right? He is our PR manager. But I don't want to execute him. Experienced Master Ordnance are far and few between, so for that reason he may remain in post, and leave his punishment at your discretion, Abelard. 20 lashes a month for the next half cycle. Deprivation of officers' rations and privileges of the same period, with the option to extend. Record that in his file. Not all that bad, considering our other option pretty much was execution. Stares unblinkingly at the Master Ordnance. Sees your sniveling, you disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough. Hysterics are over, let us resume. I maybe would have been a little bit more forgiving if literally everyone else wasn't also capable of at this post, because especially right now we need stable-ish people. Obviously, I'm trying to adjust my morality a little bit to the setting, rather than being like, oh no, I should, you know, in real case, even for militaristic societies here on Earth, it's a little bit much. Unless you did, I guess you did effectively do it from, like, the Emperor or whatever, but, you know, a real Emperor IRL rather than the Emperor of the story or whatever, so you could probably end up in a similar situation, but still, Master Ordnance stands up, wiping blood from his broken nose. His face is a picture of shock, which just happens seems to be dawning on him only now in the knowledge of the fate he narrowly escaped. Yeah, everyone here understands that he got off fairly lightly. Alright, surmise you've sustained serious loss of a crew member and required new Ingesture Prime and Navigator. Is that all preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind this will not be the end of our trials. The systems will be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at a Footfall station, home of the only dockyard in the sector. We'll never reach Footfall without solving the first 3 problems. Okay. What about the system we're currently in? Alright, Voxmaster. 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and confounding results from communication attempts. Navis Snowblight system is completely dark. Distress signal from the prison planet, and the main planet is just not responding. And planet seems to be having ongoing hostilities. Not a very encouraging situation, but we kind of need to push through it. Alright, dismissed. Yeah, that weird pop-up was actually, yeah, really, so far in terms of like actual major bugs and that stuff, game seems to be doing fine. But there's just like a couple like weird UI things going on for the most part. This seems to be where the bugs are constrained to. Your Lordship, there's one other thing, a confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora. Your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything, and the Lord Inquisitor, Hand of the Emperor, and the Chief Architect of the Will in his Cronus Expanse. Yeah, talk about the note. You're referring to the contents of that, I assume. Xavier, I guess, not Javier. Sorry. Xavier Calcazar. You're seeking out... Oh, was to seek out the right-hand man, one Henrik von Karlach's interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, and we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and deliver him the football. Finding him out without any more information to go with will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities of the system will know something. That is all, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it's a mere taste of the daily burden of the rogue trader. Should you take up the reins of Von Valesia's protectorate? He gives me a scrutinizing look of trying to gauge how you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems that he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Oh. Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Argenta nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted upon seeing the rogue trader. I judge it to be unwise to leave her unsupervised. She sounds hesitant. I was hoping to approach you with a personal request, but I can wait. Speak with you when you have time, rogue trader. Daybreak. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it! Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard, my head's still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make. Daybreak, or maybe it's dawn. The ringing echo like a bell, but if it's daybreak, why is it so dark? It's always darkest before dawn. Okay. We cannot extract any information of value of a single word. Can you tell us anything else? No, not yet anyway. The voices are all going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report, alright? If I may take a closer look on the future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora is well served by whisters on many occasions, I'm sure you would benefit them as well. And she has a wry smile. Nothing else, I declare this briefing concluded. Oh my god, my voice! Okay. I'm gonna quick save. Quick save, and then we'll talk to our agenda, and then we'll probably end this one here. Just because my voice is obviously going, and I should get some food as well. Okay, our agenda, what's up? She looks tired. Oh, voiced. She looks tired, there are dark circles under her eyes, her hair is somewhat disheveled, and she moves like she's on edge. You have a request for me?
I indeed have a request, rogue trader.
Okay. The accursed servants of chaos who assaulted the ship took the lives of your loyal crew members. They orphaned many children, including the progeny of brave warriors who defended their post until the bitter end. I don't know the customary practices of a case like this in Von Valencia's territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Okay, so he wants me to meet with the orphans. Okay, we'll do a proper meeting. We're not going to go informal here. We do have some station to protect. Just be mean. Yeah, we have a small air of gravitas, at the very least, that I want to try to maintain. As you wish. Thank you for accepting my request. Oh, hey, loading a screen. Okay, we're going straight into it. I guess this is what we're doing. Yeah, look at those children. They just downsized them. Just group of adolescents. Okay, they're adolescents. That's fine. Clearly dressed in their finest, freshly pressed clothes forms a straight line before you. Some stare with wide eyes like you're mythical creatures, while others huddle in fear and look away. Our indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. It is hardly to scholar progenium in here, but we have provided orphans on our ship of adequate care and instruction. Division of the Ecclesiarchy, responsible for upbringing, education, orphans, officers, and nobles who have died, orphans of officers and nobles who have died in service of the Imperium. Brave ones, the master of the ship has appeared before you, the one who guides us through the darkness in the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House von Valancius. I, the rogue trader and Lord Captain of the ship, speak to you now. Your parents gave their lives just for just cause and brought honor to von Valancius' banners and those of the Imperium. I am proud of them, and I believe you will become worthy heirs. Teenagers hang on your every word with bated breath. Only a few at the far end seem sullen and not particularly impressed by your speech. So what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in the dozens for you noble lot, and you just give us speeches. Argenta quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotions flashes in the dark eyes. She wants to claim him and scold him, calm him, and scold him for impetus. We're just going to ignore it. I think that's the best, most humane way we can go for this. Rest assured, you will not be abandoned. You will be taken care of. You can tell by their bright eyes that your words and the very fact of being a rotator has left an indelible impression on them. Young ones, you won't recognize them in a year or two. They will learn to salute and speak only when permitted by their superior officers. But right now, clowning around is all they know. She smiles and offers a few words of encouragement, then leaves the bay. Or she tries to. And I assume we're back to the bridge. Cool. Alright. Well, with that little detour done, we're going to save here and end it. Cool. We are finally... I guess we're like in Dresden now, basically, if we're comparing against Path to Righteous, right? We have a kind of contained area where we need to complete some stuff in order to go on to the larger scope of the game. And, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking the game a lot so far. Obviously, I'm not exactly used to reading out every piece of dialogue in the game, because it drives my voice crazy, because I'm not I not practice much with that. But, you know, going a little bit slow because it's a new system that I'm having to learn to read everything all the time, but, yeah, I'm liking the mechanics. I'm liking where it seems like our characters can lead into developing, and I'm liking the characters we've been introduced to so far. I do like, you know, militaristic settings. They're fun, and, you know, give you some sort of regimented structure for which to base their expectations around. And, yeah, I'm liking the side characters and everything so far. And we'll just,